we're gonna do today is do a little bit of a tour around the International Street here at Kings Island, which is the main strip here. Mostly full of shops. There are a couple rides. But we're gonna go through and I will show you all there is to see on International Street today. You come over here just past the entrance gate. There is this merchandise shop here. You got the Lego Snoopy, Lego Charlie Brown, Woodstock right out front here. Nice little merchandise shop. It is currently closed right now because of the pandemic, but it is here when you come back on a different day when that is available. They have, crust penny machines in here. There are lockers out front. And just over from it, you'll have your wheelchair rentals, locker rentals for all day. With your fast lane tickets, you can get those here. You get the fun picks, which they take as you come into the park. Also, several rides have those available. And you get your help center. Any questions you might have, this is where you would come to get that. Also, you can measure your children before they go in. They get a wristband just to see what they can ride and what they can't throughout the day. Not to be measured every time they go into a ride. Just up from that is the Kings Island Theater. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be closed right now because of the pandemic as well. But there are several shows that go on here throughout the year. Usually it's a Peanuts themed show. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to be running a show today. There you go, the Kings Island Theater. And that's going to be it for this side. If you go in any farther, it's going to take you over into the action zone area of the park. So we're going to go back over onto International Street, and I'll show you a little bit more. All right, you're walking away from that Fun Pics photo area, away from the front gate. Of course, you have the Kings Island sign out here front, where it's very popular. Stop and get your Instagram and your selfies and just your family portraits made. Of course, it's going to take you to the main attraction on the strip here, which is this beautiful fountain, beautiful giant swimming pool, which I like to call it, out front. They do shows here in the evening, little choreographed light and water shows. Lots of picnic tables, trees. Of course, the Eiffel Tower back there that you can go up in. It is one of the rides here on International Street. We'll check that out in a bit. Over to the left, you've got several eateries. We have Skyline Chili over here. On up from it, we're going to run into a Starbucks coffee. Because, Starbucks is everywhere. And just up here, past the Starbucks, going to run into the Wishbone Grill. And they have several fun options here. They usually have smoked turkey legs and barbecue ribs and stuff. It's pretty good. See, bacon on a stick. Orion's Asteroids. Obviously, that's going to be new this year. So I might have to come back and check that out since that's new in the park. Orion's Asteroids. I guess that's buffalo wings. And just up from it, we're going to run over to Auntie Anne's Pretzels. Nice German beer stein on the top sign there. Just going to indicate that you're about to go into Oktoberfest, which is that way. Here's the home store, merchandise shop that is open. Just over here from the pretzel shop. Almost to the Eiffel Tower. Now the home store that we were just in front of over there, it's mostly Ohio and Cincinnati themed merchandise. But that continues on into the Emporium, which is this whole big bank of buildings here is all the Emporium store. It's full of your roller coaster merchandise, your Kings Island specific merchandise. Over here you're going to have your kids' toys and merch, lots of Peanuts themed stuff. And over here on the end of it, you have a creative glass blowing studio. Get your name on spin glass, get your name on some rice. That is, I don't know. Why? Cool at the same time? I don't know. Across from the Emporium is the stage. They will perform several shows on here throughout the year. The last one I saw was the lighting up the Christmas tree back in December at Winterfest. I don't think they have anything going on now because they don't want people gathering out front. But that's right across from the centerpiece here, the Eiffel Tower, which we can go up into, and I think I'm going to do that right now. There is a drink station over here underneath the Eiffel Tower, in case you're thirsty, which I am, but I'm not stopping at the moment. I'll wait till I get down. And around here is going to be the entrance, but this is kind of your central hub for the park. You can stay here and you can go off this way into Planet Snoopy. Front of the park is that way. Over into Coney Mall is that way. And back that way you can go toward, to your left is another way to get to Coney Mall. And kind of over that way a little bit, you're going to head off into Rivertown. Up here from the top of the Eiffel Tower, you have a bird's eye view of everything in the park. You can see Mystic Timbers and Diamondback over here. There you got Beast back off into the woods, hiding its mysteries from us. Backlot stunt coaster over here. There's the entire Coney Mall. The racer, the iconic racer over here. And the big news, obviously, this year in the park, both literally and figuratively, is Orion, their new Giga coaster. Adventure Express back in the woods. You have Banshee. You got Bat, another one that's off in the woods over there. Lots of great views up here of everything in the park. Gonna have the drop tower, and then Vertigo. There's the front of the park. And of course the big Olympic-sized swimming pool they have down here. You can see, have a better view of how they have the fountains laid out there, which is kind of neat in that kind of zigzaggy snake pattern to give it depth when you're looking at it from the side. This always makes International Street look so much smaller than it feels like when you're down there. And you move over from that, you have Planet Snoopy over here. See a good shot of Woodstock Express and all of Planet Snoopy down there. Alright, well, you step off of Eiffel Tower, come to the back of International Street, and the only other ride that's included on the International Street portion of the park is going to be the Grand Carousel over there. And again, swing around over there, you can go into the Coney Mall area of the park. That's back toward the front. Toward Planet Snoopy's over there. And you can go back that way and go toward Rivertown. But you can't come over here and do a tour of International Street unless you come look at the big Kings Island flower clock. Beautiful clock. Nice floral arrangements which they change throughout the year. And the time is, I'm going to say it is not accurate because it is, yeah, it's almost noon. That thing says it's 9:30, so I guess it's not on right now, but it's pretty nonetheless. And over here, again beside the Eiffel Tower, before you go over into Planet Snoopy, you have the International Showplace, which again, another location where they do many shows throughout the year. And it is not operational right now, as you can see, because of the just the piles of equipment they got up there. They're not using it at the time. They got some scaffolding up. I guess they're doing some repainting. But yeah, it's over here. It's got a nice Eiffel Tower topiary. And in front of the International Showplace, you have a giant park map, in case you don't want to look at it on your phone on the app. See down there what it covers. You'll see we're on International Street right now. The big star says you are here. You see all the areas of the park. And over here, just off of the main strip on International Street, before you go into Planet Snoopy, you got Fisher Homes, which is your family care center. And across from that is a Chick-Fil-A and some shaded seating areas. If we continue on that way, we are going to, again, like I said, go into Planet Snoopy. So we're going to go back this way, back toward the Eiffel Tower, and continue our tour of International Street. Over here beside the Eiffel Tower, you have a place where you can get some soft pretzels, some nice ices. This area here usually has some treats in it. This is currently unavailable. The signs have been taken down, so I guess they're maybe re-theming it. Over here you have the sweet spot. You get all kinds of different candies and treats and stuff. Came in here during Winterfest and they had this set up as the North Pole Post Office. And you go in this way and grab your assorted treats there. They have fudge, gourmet apples, candies, nice facade statue up front. It's a pretty large store. It goes from all the way over there. It does continue over here through the corner. They make their own cotton candy in-house. And you notice each of these buildings here at International Street, it's named this because all these different countries' flags they have out front. Looks like they have the Swiss flag there. There's a German flag over there over there as you go into Oktoberfest. More German flags over that way. Then we had the French flags up on the corner. There's the Spanish flag up there on the sweet spot. Up from the sweet spot you have the Italian flag. And as you would assume with the Italian flag, they have gelato in the Grater's restaurant and pizza in the La Rosa's up there. This right here is another entrance to go over into Planet Snoopy. Going through this way, you're going to run into where you can get your caricature done. They have face painting and henna tattoos over that way. And again, like I was mentioning, there is a Grater's ice cream shop. If you haven't had Grater's, it is fantastic. Ice cream and gelato. There's a Cinnabon and the La Rosa's Pizza, which is just up from the Grater's. And I think La Rosa's is local to Cincinnati, but I could be very much mistaken on that. I usually am mistaken with those kind of things. And we were mentioning the flags, and of course, we're front and center here because we're in the good old US of A. We have the Old Glory up there, the red, white, and blue. And across from that is the Build-A-Bear workshop, where they are featuring, looks like trolls out front here. There is the Animal Fair shop here, which is lots of plushies for your children. Trading company, which you can get all kinds of merchandise like shirts and pins and stuff like that. And over here, Essentials by the entrance. It's gonna have what you expect. Your Essentials has drinks and snacks and batteries and phones and chargers and all that kind of stuff that you would need just in case you forgot them coming from home. Now, beside that Essentials store, you're gonna have your restrooms, water fountains, and that is gonna bring you back around to the front of International Street. Hope you enjoyed this tour of International Street. Thank you guys for joining me. Stay tuned, other videos I'm gonna have touring all the areas of the park. So if you like this one, please come back and try one of those for me. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. Bye.